Oh, by the way, God is in control. You didn't hear me? Let me say it again. Oh, by the way, God is in control. I'm Todd, and I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and we're talking today from Matthew 26. The first verses there, it's Matthew 26, verses 1 through 5, okay? And this is talking about how, the religious leaders, they thought they were going to control everything. Turns out Jesus really was in control of the whole situation, okay? It's just funny when you look at it. So Matthew 26, verses 1 through 5, it says this. When Jesus had finished saying all these things, he said to his disciples, "As you know, the Passover is 2 days away, and the Son of Man will be handed over to be crucified." So as you're looking at this, and from what we read through Matthew, this would be taking place on Monday, okay? And so Jesus then would be crucified on Wednesday, and then you would have it would work out to you'd have the 3-day time in the grave that way. It's hard to justify 3 days in the grave when he's crucified on Friday and then rises again on Sunday. Okay, so the crucifixion most likely occurred earlier in the week. All right, but so anyway, let's move on from that. In verse 2, as you know, the Passover is 2 days away, and the Son of Man will be handed over to be crucified. So he'll be handed over on Wednesday. Then the chief priests and the elders of the people assembled in the palace of the high priest, whose name was Caiaphas, and they schemed to arrest Jesus secretly and kill him. But not during the festival, they said, or there may be a riot among the people. Okay, the funny thing is this, that the religious leaders said, hey, we need to arrest Jesus, but we don't want to do it during the religious festival because there could be a riot with the people, okay? Which there was a big disturbance when this happened. Now, the religious leaders thought they were going to control this whole thing, but ultimately it was Jesus controlling, and he's the one that allowed this all to happen. And they were like, oh, we don't want to have him, arrested during the Passover. Well, it was Jesus's plan to be arrested during the Passover. And this is why, okay, get this. Jesus was supposed to be arrested and crucified during the Passover because he was a representative. He was the Lamb of God. He was the perfect sacrifice, okay? Before you had sacrifices being made, but they were all imperfect, so you had to keep on making those sacrifices, okay? So I had a lamb, and no matter which lamb it is, it looks perfect, but it's still imperfect, okay? And so you would have to then make another sacrifice again for more sin, okay? However, Jesus was the perfect sacrifice. He had no sin, okay? And so he died once for all, okay? He didn't have to die again and again and again, all right? So that's why he had to die on the Passover, because the Passover was, that sacrifice. So hopefully that makes sense to you. But the big thing I want you to see from this whole thing is this, that God was in control. Jesus was in control. The religious men thought, oh, we're going to do it this way so it all works out like this. And Jesus was like, no, it will be this way. And that's the way it was. And they thought they were doing whatever they wanted to, but really Jesus fulfilled his will, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. So ultimately, whether you like it or not, and whether you are participating in it or not, Jesus will fulfill his will, okay? The biggest thing, if you have ever taken part in the Experiencing God course, okay? Well, the big thing is with that, one thesis of that is this, that watch what God is doing and watch where God is working around and jump on that. Be a part of that, okay? God is already doing things, and he will continue to do those things whether we're a part of it or not. But we want to be a part of it, so we need to jump onto those things that God is doing, okay? So I hope that makes sense to you. I'm just a regular dude walking in the Word, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow as we continue our journey through the book of Matthew. Lord's blessing. I'll see you then.